And we are live here at KBKG More Music 93.5 headquarters here in Corning, Arkansas. Big thanks to Jim Atkins for allowing us to do this, for allowing us to use his building, taking away his airtime, his advertising time, his radio music time. So big thank you to Mr. Jim Atkins for that. I didn't say that earlier. I meant to do that. You're supposed to remind me of that. But
you didn't tell me to remind you. I would have reminded you.
I have great co-hosts. Great co-hosts. They're just the best. They're the best.
We don't have to come back, do we?
No. We do well for what we're paid.
That's
hey,
right.
I want to tell you something. I would have struggled today with the kiddos here if you guys weren't here, so I really do appreciate it.
No, it's fine.
Bart White, Mark Hufford here with me. And our next guest, they're here. They were here on time, which is good.
Yep.
Because if they weren't, we're going to have them do push-ups.
No, we're going to make them run out in the street.
Nice.
In the grass.
In the
wet
grass, even better. Yes, yes. Our next guest.
I want to introduce them.
Go ahead.
We got senior Landon Lucas, and we got Teen Wolf.
That is awesome.
When he come walking up, I'm thinking, man, he looks like Teen Wolf. Have you ever been called that before?
No.
Hey, here we go.
I'm going to do a little.
Timothy Hufford.
Now, hang on. I'm going to do a little side-by-side picture here, guys, because I want to show everybody. Look at the hair on these two pictures here. Look at the left side. Look at the right.
What hair? I just cut that this morning.
They have got mops on the head. They ought to be young again, man. I ought to be young again. Thank you guys, seriously, for coming on the show. Anytime you're the first to do something, it's really tough, I know, and you guys are the first players to come on the show, and I know it's not easy, so thank you guys. That's obviously showing leadership, senior leadership there. And I like the ties. I've got to know, though.
Yep, look good, guys.
I've got to know.
Who tied them?
Bingo.
I learned to. My dad kind of showed me how the ropes go, and it was really hard at first, and I eventually had to go to YouTube to see how to do it.
What you do is you take all your ties, go ahead and tie them, and just hang them in the closet, and when you get ready to slip them on, you're done.
What about you, Tim?
I watched a 2-minute YouTube video.
Is YouTube
That
not
doesn't
great?
sound easy.
Hey, you can learn to do a lot of things on YouTube. That's no joke.
Like be a good co-host. That's right.
That's right.
Just kidding. Timothy, he's so smart. He, for those that don't know, Timothy actually helps out with our CSR stuff for basketball season, for junior high football. And I tell him something one time, and he's already doing more stuff than I know how to do. It's just amazing.
Yeah, he gets that from his dad.
Miss Hufford,
Aren't you actually?
I told Mark not to lie on live TV, and obviously here we are.
Aren't you actually supposed to be a junior?
Yeah.
That's what I thought. That's how smart the kid is. They moved him up.
Just to have a little of that, you know?
Yeah. He actually started kindergarten as 3, but they made him stay another year because he hadn't quite learned to read at 3 years old.
Oh Lord, guys! First of all, I want to ask y'all. Obviously, you guys are seniors. Obviously, that's a big deal when it comes to the chemistry of the team, the direction of the team, the attitude of the team. Do y'all take that leadership role, and do y'all really like that, or is that something that it's not really you, but you're just trying to make it work? Is that something you're comfortable with, that leadership role?
You kind of got to adapt to it from your junior year to your senior year, but yeah, us seniors do a pretty good job of getting these underclassmen ready, and because there's a lot of underclassmen playing with us this year, stepping up, playing as sophomores, and I think we're the glue that holds it together, really.
Yeah, I feel pretty comfortable, stepping up from sophomore, junior year, and into senior year and taking over that role as a leader on the team.
He feels comfortable because he growed 18 inches since last year.
I was going to say, it sure looks like it, man.
Hey, you're not in the screen, man. You need to fix that. You need to be on screen with
Well, you got. No, I ain't going to say it. I ain't going to say it. You guys are.
Yeah, because you might end up in that bathroom.
You boys, y'all have gone through some coaches also. We've talked about this with everybody else. Y'all have gone through now Coach Shelton. You had Coach Treadway, Coach Mosley. What do you see as an improvement from where y'all started back in 7th grade to your senior year?
Just the little things like Coach Shelton, them talking about scouting these guys even summer before the games even start, getting the tendencies right, watching film, figuring out that film's our really best friend.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Figure that out.
Yeah, I feel like in 7th grade, whenever I was younger, I didn't know anything about football. And I feel like over the years I've learned a lot about it from all of our coaches that we've had.
Tim, he was the same size as the football in 7th grade.
Just his head.
He's a little guy, but he's grown up a lot.
All right, so obviously y'all have very active mom and dads. They're always at the games, which is awesome. Not everybody is fortunate to have that. I got to ask both of y'all. Who's the loudest at games between mom and dad for both of y'all?
My mom, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was no hesitation,
No
Landon.
hesitation at all.
Timothy?
Probably my mom.
She is, but she knows absolutely nothing about football, so she's yelling for no reason.
Amen.
They're passionate, though, man. That's awesome. They're passionate.
I bet
about
she
it.
knows more than my wife. Something might Tina say, well, what just happened?
Yeah, was that good or bad?
Obviously, last Friday didn't go, obviously how we planned. Obviously, as seniors, what are you trying to, as far as in practice this week, kind of tell these young guys as we go into another week? Obviously, it's a rough week this week. What are you trying to teach them and tell them as we go into a new week?
You kind of have to forget about that loss. First day afterwards, Coach Shelton says, you take that day, watch film, whatever, take what you did wrong in that game, and then work off that. Forget about the loss and just move on to the next game.
That's what's good about having film. You can see what you did wrong, see what you need to improve on every week.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Talking about what you did wrong, I've seen this.
Thanks, Mark.
Watching from the sideline. When Coach Shelton pulls you over the sideline, he don't just tell you what you did wrong, but he tells you how to fix it, doesn't he?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Have you had that before? A lot of times you see a coach when he pulls you off, he's yelling at you, and there's no explanation. How does that make you feel to have that coach now compared to what we've had before?
I mean, it's great. That kind of is what separates Coach Shelton from everybody else. He's good to us, and teaches us a lot about football and even about life, really, past high school. So that's good for us.
Yeah, it definitely helps. You're in a game, you get flustered a lot of times. There's a whole lot going on out there. It helps to have someone pull you aside and just coach you while you're playing.
Yeah, and he's the type of coach that he might pull you over and chew your hind end, but then he pats you on the back and tells you to get back out there and do your job. And that goes a long way with kids. Just getting ridiculed, man, it does something to kids. But when you turn around after chewing them and then patting them on the back and say, get out there, you've already forgot about the chewing.
It's nothing but positive feedback for me to my kid. And don't ask him that.
Not supposed to lie. You're not supposed to lie on the radio.
No
He
lie.
blinks me lies. He blinks me lies.
I did that. I took Pee Wee basketball serious, probably too serious, because my wife a couple times said, if you yell at Madison one more time, I'm taking her home. But I was that way. I might call a kid over and chew him out, but I'd pat him on the back, give him high fives, and put him right back in there, and it didn't bother them.
Yeah. Staying with that, obviously every team, doesn't matter what level, college, NFL, high school, Pee Wee, you have more than one coach. There's always like a good cop, bad cop, a good coach, bad coach. Who's kind of the softest and the easiest to go to about things, and who's kind of the hardest on you?
Well, Coach Shelton's probably the good cop, and the guy that we just had in here, Coach Poe. Coach Poe really is.
Coach Poe surprises you sometimes. You'll be going throughout practice, everything's going good, and you would make a mistake, he'll get on you.
I think he's a little bit bipolar. Really.
We checked the gauge earlier. He seemed like he was okay. He was in a good mood earlier, so we didn't upset him. So
He was on the good side.
His mood ring was the right color.
Tell us something. Okay, staying with the coaching staff. Tell us something about these coaches that we may not know that might surprise us, maybe about any of them. With you guys seeing them every day and being around them every day, where we're not. What's something that might surprise us?
Do you know anything?
Keep it clean, boys.
Coach Poe listens to a lot of Drake.
Yeah, he's a Drake
He's
fan.
a big Drake fan.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh,
Can I?
my God.
So and forgive me, guys. I'm sorry, and maybe I'm showing age here, but I keep hearing this Drake, and I, honest to God, I can't name one song. Is it like R&B? Is it hip hop? Like what's the
R&B.
Okay, so is he that good, or is it like?
He's got some pretty decent songs.
Okay, all right. I want to take your word for it, Bart.
Anybody listen? Any of y'all's coaches listen to Lil Wayne?
Coach Poe.
Hey, I don't listen so much Drake, but I like Lil Wayne. You know who Lil Wayne is?
I do. I know who he
Okay,
is.
okay.
I don't. Is that the yeah? Is that guy?
No, that's not Lil Wayne.
That's a little Dr. Pepper.
I don't know who that is, but see, I'm not as cool as these guys are, obviously. So
It's a definite.
Hey, let's go back to, and it better be the same answer for both of you. Through your football career, what's the game that stands out the most to you?
Definitely the Rice Bowl.
Bowl.
There we go.
Everybody, man. That's what I'm
proud
talking
of
about.
these kids,
I want to get
man.
excited again.
Hey, take me back to that. You guys, y'all's junior year. It's been a while, obviously, since we beat them. What was the emotion like for you guys after that game?
Oh, it was just ridiculous. Emotions flying everywhere. Everybody was so happy, and that was a good way to start our off season. Get us back into the mood of things. And it was great for us.
I think me and Andy shed some tears together up in the booth.
We did. I think we even hugged.
I think we did.
We shared a moment.
We did.
Wasn't awkward at all.
I'm just glad you had your shirt on.
Exactly, this time.
Oh, man.
I was going to have something actually with music. I was going to kind of put them on the spot, but I don't know if I want to do that. But can either one of you youngsters, you young guns, name a George Strait song?
Check yes or no.
Hey, there we go.
My favorite George Strait
go.
song is Run.
There we go. That's a good one, too. I was shocked. I didn't know if you guys would. That's pretty awesome. I like that.
Let's talk about the dress. Dress code.
They ain't got dresses on.
You can see it on the you can see it on the screen there. Yeah.
But correct me if I'm wrong, was y'all given the option on what y'all wanted to do, if you wanted to stay with the jerseys or go to the shirt and tie?
Yeah, it was kind of up to the seniors, and we really wanted to bring that back. We thought it was always
I'm
so
glad y'all
cool
did.
having people talk about it from 20, 30 years ago, having to do that, and we really wanted to bring it back.
Yeah, Coach Shelton kind of brought up the idea, he wasn't a bbig fan of us wearing our jerseys to school on game day. He kind of thought we need to save those for the game, put those on right before game time. So, we thought might as well dress up in a different way on a game day.
Well,
You guys look amazing, man. I love it. It does bring back some memories for a lot of people. Sorry, my kids are yelling. And I think he's right about that jersey, because when I was in school, we wore jerseys too. Anytime we wore white, after lunch, it was game over for me. It already needed to.
Yeah, Teen Wolf never looked so good in a tie.
well, you got to take, your jersey, that's your armor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
A warrior don't put his armor on until he's ready to go to battle.
I like that.
So
That is the best thing that you've ever said. That is real. Where did that come
it's
from?
just not
Will
a
you
pretty
give him a
face.
raise?
He has a piece of paper that says notes from my wife. Okay, that's where it came from. Yeah.
Nobody reads those.
That's awesome stuff. All right, so take me through a game day as a Bobcat football player right now. Obviously, you have classes in the morning, but as seniors, obviously, you guys are getting out earlier, correct?
Yeah.
What time do you guys get out, and then where do y'all go from there? What is y'all's game day routine or ritual that you guys do personally?
Well, we get out at noon, and we usually go eat Subway on game days. That's just something we've done for a few years.
Mexican probably don't sit too well with
Yeah,
the
something live on the stomach.
Whoops.
So you go to Subway, you eat there. Do you have any other superstitions or game day routines that y'all do?
Kind of just go to sleep, really. Get off the feet and go to sleep and let my body rest.
So what's your favorite subs? Since we're talking about subs.
You got to have Italian herb and cheese.
Oh, I love that,
bread.
man.
That's the only option.
Yeah, because you're getting the most for your money that way. It only makes sense. Now, do y'all stuff it with every little thing?
No,
I'll
just
have
ham
one.
and cheese. I'm a plain guy. I'm plain Jane.
Okay.
Yeah, I just like it plain. You get ham, cheese, you get a little bit of bacon on there too.
There you
They're
go.
watching their weight. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Coach Shelton's got them on a strict diet. We just didn't know. Guys, we really enjoy streaming y'all's games. First of all, I want to say to all of the parents out there, Mark, obviously you're here too, of these kids, you guys are always been so respectful to us. We're just media. We're nothing special, but you guys have always really been respectful. Anytime we've talked to you, it's always been yes, sir, yes, this, that. And I just want to say thank you guys for that. Y'all have always treated us really well. And obviously y'all's group was one of the first ones there as y'all were coming up. Because they were, what, 8th graders probably?
Hey, they're probably a bigger fan of us as we are of them.
I doubt that. But
Sounded good.
It sounded great. But seriously, y'all, for real, have always been respectful. I know we had a couple parents here earlier, some kids in school, and I meant to tell them that, and I didn't. But we really do appreciate that. You guys have always been good. And now we got the dressing up stuff, man. I'm just so proud of you guys, how y'all represent not just yourselves, but the Bobcats and the football team. And I really want to just say thank you for that. To all the players. You guys are great. And me personally, I really do appreciate that. I've been meaning to say that for quite a while and just keep forgetting. But Go ahead, Mark.
Hey, if you guys could go back during this off season after your junior year, what's one thing you would change personally to help you improve for this season?
Well, I don't really know. I'd like to have gotten in the weight room a little bit more, back in December, January. A lot of people like to take that time off, take it as a break, but get in the weight room a little bit more and just a little more opportunity to get stronger.
Really trying to take the time to just get these underclassmen to buy in, and play with us and understand that they're going to be playing on Friday nights, whether they like it or not.
Yeah.
So,
Moving forward, what's your plans for after high school?
I plan on going to college. Getting a degree.
Timmy's going to be a nuclear physicist.
yeah, I plan on going to college. Probably not as great of a future as Tim is, but going to college and first starting off getting my basics, and I don't really know what I'm majoring in, kind of like Coach Daniel said, that he switched his major 3 or 4 times. So
I don't know if y'all
really
knew
worried
this,
about
but
it.
Trevor was actually, I don't know if y'all listened to him, but he was actually planning on being a dentist.
A dentist.
Yep.
Really?
That's what he said. He said he had a friend's dad that was a dentist. He said he worked 4 days a week. They live in a mansion. Thought it looked pretty good to me.
Well, then he went into something, was going to do something else too, wasn't he, before he
Yeah, I
decided
don't
to
even
be
remember what he said now.
a coach?
But yeah,
But-
he
Probably a rapper.
Probably rapper.
I think that's his,
I wonder
his
if he
big
changed
dream.
that
Little
profession due to his bipolar disease. That's probably not good for a dentist.
Hey, we've talked about this. Pee Wee football. Y'all both play Pee Wee football. Don't you think it really prepares a kid, and by the time he gets in 7th grade, he pretty much knows the X and O's and what to do?
Yes, it's a good thing that we're doing. Jim Davis was a starter of it, and it really helped us get into the mood of things and figure out the X and O's and even how to put on a helmet and
Right.
pads and everything.
Yeah,
Some people we have not given thanks to, we may have, but I would like to thank the guys that volunteer to be the Pee Wee football coaches. Because, that's where it gets started.
I agree.
They put in a lot of time that they don't have to.
Yeah.
They're out there for the fun of it and because they
I'm
love
with you.
football.
And we've got
Thank you guys, every one of you.
Several this year too.
Yep.
Do you guys have like a teacher that just really stands out to you at school that you want to give a little shout out, a little love to? Maybe a favorite teacher there, not to upset any of the other teachers. But
Hey, you're always going to have a favorite, man.
I know, right? One that maybe stands out to you.
Well, this year, we take college classes and they're fully online. So 3 of my 4 classes are with Coach Shelton.
And he didn't name him his favorite teacher. Coach, by the way, it's
Who's your other
9:34.
teacher?
They may be late.
Miss Barajas.
Okay.
We talking about Pee Wee football a while ago. Timothy will tell you he didn't want to play football,
I remember that.
and in 6th grade I finally said, "Okay, you're going to try it anyway." And then went into 7th grade year with Coach Mosley, and we all know Coach Mosley was all about your being physical, being in shape. Coach West, Timothy come home was wanting to quit. So I called Coach West and talked to him. He was helping at the time. And he said, just tell him, just hang into it, finish this year. After doing that, do you think that you made the right choice by staying playing football?
Oh yeah, definitely. I don't know what I'd be doing today if I didn't stay playing football. It
Well,
really
laundry,
helped.
mowing the yard. I got all kinds of stuff you could be doing.
Got a
Yeah, my yard
laundry
needs mow.
list for
Can you use a weed eater?
Yeah. It really helped. Coach Mosley was big into weightlifting, so I think that really helped all of us out a lot. We got a lot stronger than we would have been if we hadn't have been lifting.
Best decision your dad ever made for you to make you play football, wasn't it?
I wish I would have been playing since 3rd or 4th grade instead of 6th
Hey, at
grade.
least you
but-
picked it up and you like it, man. That's what matters.
Guys, I don't want to keep you too long. I really don't. I'm sorry that the other we kind of went long with the other guests. We had a few more things we probably want to talk about, but I know there's some classes that you guys will have to get to, and we'll get in a little bit of trouble from Coach. And I've heard how he can be. I don't want to be a part of that. I want to be his bad side. So no, he's a good dude. But I want to say thank you for you guys. One real quick question: are we ready for tonight?
Absolutely,
for sure.
yes.
Awesome. Love it. Guys, that has been 2 seniors, not one, but 2 seniors. And we need to give them some props. They're the first kids that have come up here, first students that have come up here. Sorry, my kids. God. I'm never making this mistake again.
You ain't going to have to bring them up in the booth tonight, are you?
I hope not. Oh, gosh, I hope not. But these two kids were the first one, and that's not easy. And
they did a great job.
They did. They got here early. They're looking great. They took time out from their day on game days. So, guys, let's get out there tonight to Cherry Valley Cross County High School. Let's support these kids.
And if you can't, join us on CSR.
If you can't, we'd much rather you be there. You can always watch us later. Get out there, get your tails in those seats, support these kids. They're lovable kids. They really are. They're respectable kids. They've been through the highs and lows. And man, I love them. Love you guys.
Tim was the cutest little kid there was.
Yeah, just adorable, kind of like Chubby Cheeks here. Yeah, no, I'm kidding. But really, if you can get out there tonight, that's been Landon Lucas and Timothy Hufford. Guys, we're gonna go to a quick break and we'll end this radio show here in just a little bit. You're watching Good Morning Corny on KBKG. More music, 93.5.